What's up, everybody? It's your boy Orochimaru. I'm back at this YouTube stuff, and I got a really good game. It's called Black Desert Online, and this is a guide for this guy. Yep, this is the Striker. He is one of so many classes that you can use right now for the Xbox. This guide is Xbox only, but I'm sure some of this stuff will be applied to PC if you play on PC, but this is an Xbox guide. I'm going to show you the gear to use, and I'm going to show you the way to use it. Coming up. Okay, so here we are. So what I'm basically going to do is we're going to start. I'm going to tell you a little bit about possible builds, and then we're going to get right into the moves and the combos and all the things that you need to do to succeed in this game and to really bust some people's ass as a striker. So let's just take a look at this inventory right now. For beginning type stuff, full Granil and full Azulas is fine. That's what I use. I mean, if you get it all to pretty much try, you can get up to at least 450. As far as your weapons go, you definitely want to go with leather Vambrace. That is by far the best one out right now on Xbox. And then I have a Liberto right now. Actually, I got two Libertos, but if you don't have a Liberto or a Kazarka, Uria is pretty good, and a Rosar, so that's what you want to go with as far as that goes. Alright, so let's just get right into these skills. So I'm gonna break it down into three categories basically. It's four categories. It's going to be the must-haves. We'll run through that first. Then we'll do the combo stances, and then I'll tell you your heals, and then we'll get to the ultimate. So your must-haves. First of all, you want to make sure you have all of your passives. You see this? Skilled Hunter, Infinite Mastery, Mountain Aura. These are all passives. You want to make sure that you have all those passives. Now, as far as the must-haves, let's start from this list at the top. Flash Step is a definite must-have. Evasion, obviously. Howling Wolf, that's a passive. Let's see. Crouching Wolf is a must-have, and it is a must-have during combos. It's one of your most spammed moves because it gives you super armor and it gives you increased attack speed. It has a 5-second cooldown, but it lasts for 10 seconds. Well, at least up to a certain point. Prey Hunt is a flow move. You want to do all your flow moves. Adamantine. Again, these are all the moves that I'm telling you that you want to jack them all the way up to as much as possible, to absolute, to whatever you can. You want to jack all these moves up. Mass Destruction, that is a flow move. This move right here is great for boss battles too, because as you see, it says super armor upon using skill and no collision while moving, and you recover WP, which is basically your stamina, which is what you use for your moves. So it's a really good move. It's a must-have move, especially for bosses, because you can pretty much spam that and for the most part not get hit by stuns and stuff like that. Let me see here. See how I got some of this, like Ankle Hook 1. That's because it's not a very good move. Diva King. Actually, I wish I didn't put anything into that, because that's the one move. I don't even realize how to use it because it's right trigger, but it's after Ankle Hook. Whatever. Hidden Claw is a good one. Massive Suppression, which is your grab. Obviously, you want to jack that all the way up. Crimson Fang. Crimson Fang is probably the most important out of all these moves here, so you definitely want to jack that up all the way. Combo Hurricane, you see this? This is part of the Crimson Fang. It's used after it. You definitely want to get this. Let's see here. all of these combos, Venom Fang, Final Blow, which is used after the Crimson Fang, basically. Fist of Fury, that is one of your main heals to heal your health. You definitely want to jack that all the way up. The Knee Hammer, that is another pretty much, you know, a combo stance move. Like, that's the beginning of the combo, which I'll teach you all that, but you definitely want to jack that all the way up. The Rock Smash is probably one of your strongest moves. You want to jack that all the way up. Somersault and Rising Blast combo, these two go together. You just pretty much hold back on the left bumper. This is very good for getting back your stamina too. Very, very good. Very good for getting out of like big mobs, like if they're all trying to knock you around and everything. It's a great escape move too, and you get back your stamina. Twisted Collision, that is the uppercut. That is that Shoryuken. Yeah, it's that. Let's see. All these flow moves. All these flow moves right here after the Twisted Collision, the Fatal Smash, the Strike Through. Those are all add-ons that you can do from the uppercut. So you definitely want to jack those up as much as possible. The Roaring Tiger, that is your other main heal right there. Definitely want to jack that all the way up. Rage Hammer, this move is essential for continuing combos and for super armor, and it's really good in PvP. And that's it. And then these moves right here, we'll get into these a little bit later. This says Rage Absorption, common and innate. This Fury Transfer, I don't know about this, but this common one is the one that you're going to want to use as your ultimate, and I will show you how to get into that. Alright, so let's get into the fighting. So let me come over here. Let me actually initiate combat here. Alright, so we're over here. So I want to show you the Fist of Fury, because this is the main thing. Now watch my health go down. Now watch this Fist of Fury. I don't know if you noticed, but I barely carry any potions, because as a striker, you don't really need potions. I carry a couple in case of PvP battles, but for the most part, 10 potions of each, 10 stam, 10 health. That's probably all you're going to need. So you see how fast the Fist of Fury can charge your health up. Now this one right here, Roaring Tiger, that's a one-shotter that has a cooldown. The Fist of Fury pretty much has no cooldown. Just keep that in mind. No cooldown. You can just spam it. You can heal constantly. If you really wanted to, you can just spam it all day and just keep healing and healing and healing. But what happens? Now you're losing your WP, which is your stamina. Now the right trigger, which is the Adamantine, is a stun, a crit, and you get back a ton of stamina. Look at that. See that, right? And so is the Somersault, which I told you, which is holding back left bumper. Okay? And then you can hit forward right bumper. It doesn't show it as anything, but that actually is a regen, a stamina regen too. You just hold forward right bumper. You can gain stamina. There's lots of ways to gain stamina in here. But anyway, so that's the basics, okay, as far as regaining your health and regaining your stamina. Now let's get into the combos. One of the most important combos is this one right here. It's the Crimson Fang into the Hurricane. Oh, you gotta make sure you do it right. Hold on. So all this is we're doing the Crimson Fang, which is left trigger, right trigger, and then you're going to hit the B button and hold it in immediately after. Now what does this do? This gives you 10 seconds of extra crit damage, okay, which is huge. Alright, so now what you want to learn to do is you want to learn to link a lot of the combos. This Crouching Wolf is one of the most important moves. Why is that? Look what it does. You see that? 13 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, you have extra attack and extra attack speed right now when you do the crouching wolf. Okay, so what it is basically after any motion, as far as any attack, you have about 1 second hit the A button and do the crouching wolf. See that little stance right there? It says crouching wolf. You can use that move to continue your combos pretty much infinite. You can pretty much do infinite combos with the striker. Alright, so like I'll give you an example. So we'll do the hurricane, then we'll go into the crouching wolf, then we'll do the rage hammer, and then we'll do the twisted collision. So let's try this. Crouching wolf, rage hammer, twisted collision, and then into the flow. This is that flow move I was telling you about. Look how easily you can dodge everything, and you have super armor, and they can't stop it. They cannot stop you. You are literally just constantly dodging with super armor, and you're doing massive damage to them. Again, that move is great for, you know, fighting bosses and big mobs. You can get out of everything. So when you do the uppercut, you basically have 3 different things you can do. You can do right. Hold on. You can do right trigger when you're up there. You can do right bumper when you're up there. And then you can do this one, which a lot of people think is good for catching up to people. You can do the B button. Okay. You do like that little jump kick through the air. As far as catching people, you can do the dash forward, and then you can hit the right trigger and you do a back fist, and it's a stun. So that would be the flash step, would be forward left trigger, and then you would hit the right trigger right after it. And this is great for PvP. So watch this. See that? That stun will stun people in PvP. So like when you get all these witches and wizards and everything, and they're jumping all around, if you flash step in front of them, just flash. You don't even have to be in front of them, just near them, because the striker has a good radius. So you can just go forward, bang, and then you can stun them, and then you can go right into your Crimson Fang. All right, or any of your moves. You can do your Fist of Fury and all that stuff, right? So here's the other one, the knee hammer. The knee hammer is left trigger, right bumper, and then if you hold the right trigger, you do the rock smash. And again, you can always, from any move, you can go into crouching wolf, and then you can also spam your rage hammer, right? Which is another strong move. So let's try this. Let's try the Crimson Fang combo, crouching wolf, and then let's go into the knee hammer, rock smash, with the rock smash. You ready? Let's try it. There you go. I mean, I did put one extra move in there, but there you go. And that's a massive amount of damage. Why is that a massive amount of damage? Because when you initiate it with the hurricane combo, you have extra crit damage, and if you use that with the crouching wolf, so now you have extra crit damage, extra attack speed, and extra AP in general. So that's why it's important to mix in that crouching wolf. So let's just do some other things here. Let's just see. Let's just mess around with some combos. Look, right into that, right into that, right into the flow. They can't stop it. You need stamina. Do a little bit of that. See that, right? Right into the Fist of Fury. At this point, I'm just pretty much practicing and showing you. But those are the main moves that you want to use. Basically, you mess around with them, you'll start to understand it. Oh, here's another good one. Oh, let me get rid of it. I don't even know why I had that shit on this whole time. the knee hammer, and then hold on, let me see. It's I got 3-second cooldown. So it'll be the knee hammer, and then it'll be forward and B. It's something wolf. Oh, let's see. Stalking wolf. Another good one. You get that absolute. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. Look at that. Stalking wolf. I'm going to crouching wolf. I'm going to rage hammer. Then go back to the knee hammer. Just like this. Then hit him with the rock smash. Then you can do this. So basically, with him, you can, as you see what I'm doing right there, I'm not spamming one button. I'm not, I'm doing combos. This game is almost like Dynasty Warriors. Alright, and once you learn the combos, you'll be so much more effective at fighting. It's ridiculous. Alright, so let me get up out of here. I'm not even worried about these guys. So there is one more thing I do want to show you. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Get away from me. Get back. Alright, so I showed you these ultimates, right? Down here. This rage absorption common. If you look at these two, the innate and the common is just like the innate, but it actually gives you extra attack speed too. So why would you use this one if this one is the same as that one and makes you faster? I mean, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with awakening. I'm not sure. I don't understand why they would have two and one is clearly better at this time. But anyway, this rage absorption common is the one you want to use. So here's the thing with this move, if you don't know, for all you that don't know. You cannot activate this during a combo. There's only one way to use this move, and you have to slot it to your ring menu setting. And for those of you that don't know what the ring menu setting is or haven't used it, well, I'm about to show you right now. So if you hit the start button, come down right here, ring menu setting. Now you're going to see this screen right here. If you hit the right bumper, you can scroll through your items that's in your inventory, your skills, your menu, and your social action. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to skills. You're going to want to come down the list, and then you'll see your rage absorption common. And at this point, what I would do, I mean, you can put it on the slot where you have your potion right there. But if you want to go to the other slot, what you're going to do is you're going to hit right trigger, which will be your right on the D-pad. So what I do is I have my WP potion up there, and then on the right side, so I'll just show you. So I'll just go to configure this, and so you hit the A button on it, put it where you want it. I'll just put another one there just to show you for the sake of showing you, and there you go. So when you want to use it in battle, you just hit right on the D-pad, and then you're going to have to scroll with the right stick, and there you go. Now I activated it. Now watch how much faster I am now. And you're even more deadly. So you have 50 seconds of 30 extra AP, 30 extra AP, and extra attack speed. This is great for PvP. Obviously, boss battles. When you're doing boss battles, like the field boss and the world boss, you want to put as much damage on them as possible. So that will definitely help you. I think that is one of the reasons why I have two Libertos, because I like to pop that rage move right there, and I like to combo them up. And again, if you're getting down on the ground, you're not doing damage. So that's why this one flow move in particular is great, the mass destruction, because it will stop you from getting knocked down. And that's pretty much it. And I wanted to say thanks for watching the video. Hope you learned something from it. If anybody has any questions, you know, I try to cover as much as I can in this video. But, you know, in this game in BDO, there's so much to cover. It will take multiple videos really understand everything and to learn everything, especially as the game is expanding with Awakening coming up and everything. But if you like the video, just do me a favor and hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to do so. I appreciate all that stuff. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And until then, peace out.